everyone. Today I am going to discuss the question answer of NCERT Chapter 5 of Class 6 Geography book, and the topic is Major Domains of the Earth. So before we start discussing, if you like my videos, please comment, subscribe and share it. So let's start the chapter 5. The major domains of the earth. So let's first understand about the lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere and biosphere. So from the first paragraph, you will know about the introduction section and then underline this section, that is the surface of the earth is a complex zone. Underline the word complex zone in which three main components of the environment meet. Again underline the word three main components. It is for your MCQ. And the solid portion of the earth on which we live is called the lithosphere, and the gaseous layers that surround the earth is atmosphere. And what is hydrosphere? So here comes three questions, that is what is lithosphere, what do you mean by atmosphere, and what do you mean by hydrosphere, and also what is biosphere. It is actually for your very short answer type questions, that is for 1 mark you will get. Now for details, you scroll down. Make sure you read this section also. It is also very important section for MCQ. Now it's for the lithosphere. So what is the lithosphere? You will get a short note about the lithosphere. You will get a in between question, that is the solid portion of the earth is called lithosphere and it comprises the rocks of the earth crust and the thin layers of soil that contain nutrient elements which sustain organisms. So there are two main divisions of the earth's surface, that is the large land masses are known as the continents and the huge water bodies are called the ocean basin. So if you got that is what is lithosphere, and it's for 2 marks question, the answer will be up to this, like from beginning to up to this is your answer for 2 marks. Now again scroll down. See, here is the true false sections where you get that the level of seawater remains the same everywhere, or elevation of land is measured from the level of the sea, which is taken as 0. Underline this section. This is for true false and MCQ. It's very important. Why the land mass is elevated, or how can, what is the measurement, and what is the seawater remains same everywhere. It is true or false. Make sure you read the line by line and understand all for your MCQ. Okay, let's go to the page number 32. That is where you get the highest mountain peak, Mount Everest. See, here is his height. So above the sea level, understand, underline this line. It's a very, very important line. The depth of the Mariana Trench, that is the deepest part of the earth, and the peak Mount Everest. This section is very important for your fill in the blanks, for your very short answer type questions. And make sure you read Edmund Hillary, Tenzin Norgay, were the first man to climb the highest mountain peak and the first Indian woman to climb the highest peak, and this on. Now again it's come for a continent. Again you can get a short note on continent where you have to write the name of the continents, and here how many continents are there? There are 7 major continents. So underline this section, that is the 7 major continents. It can get it on the MCQ or can get it in the fill in the blanks, and how they are separated to each other, and these are separated by large water bodies and the name of the continent. You can get the individual short note, individual country, like write a short note on Asia, write a short note on Europe, write a short note on Africa. So you have to read line by line to everything, and you can read, there are lots of MCQs in between this section, so you have to read all this. So all the possible things section, you think that is the longest, what is the world's longest river, or longest river is the Nile. Here is the another the biggest question, that is world's longest river is Nile, and from where it started, it flow through Africa. See the Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn passing the map of Africa. Each line of this section is very, very important. Next come to this, that is the South America, Australia, Antarctica, and here in the picture you get what is strait. See, strait is here, that is the narrow passage of water connecting two large water bodies like seas and the oceans, and then name the strait between the India and Sri Lanka. So this is the strait and this is the isthmus. So what is this? This is the isthmus. So if you get a picture in the question and now you can get the answer, that is this is the strait or this is the isthmus. So make sure you understand it very carefully or observe it very carefully, that here it is attached and here it is not attached. So you can understand that any strait or isthmus through this. Here you can see water bodies, they are not attached, and here you can see they are attached. So two land masses are attached. Okay, study the picture carefully, learn what is strait and what is isthmus. And here also you can get the what they mean by the island of continent, that is, you are not straight like Australia, so you have to find the name, that is what is the island of continent. So you have to find the name, that is Australia is the island of continent. So underline this section, that is what is island of continent. Australia is a island of continent. Okay, see here also underline that Maitri and Dakshin Gangotri, and you don't get the confused by the name, that it's India's research stations there, but it is in the Antarctica. So make sure you underline this. So you can get a MCQ on this section, that is name two research stations of Antarctica by India. So that is the answer, that is Maitri and Dakshin Gangotri. Okay, and next come to the hydrosphere. Hydrosphere is here you got the answer, that is why Earth is called the blue planet. It is from chapter 1 where you get the same question, that is why is Earth called the blue planet. See, this is the answer you get here, and you can write this in for chapter 1 also, that is more than 70, why life is found on the earth, or why earth is called the blue planet. So this is the same answer, that is more than 71% of the earth is covered with water and 29% is with land. Hydrosphere consists of water in all its forms as running water in the ocean and rivers. So these comprise the hydrosphere. This, what is hydrosphere? If you have a short note of hydrosphere, you have to write the everything, as well as it will be better if you draw a small circle and so like this. It will be better. It's not necessary, but if you did, it will be fine, because in geography sometimes we need to draw some pictures for better understanding, so that the teacher will know that you know the concepts or everything is clear to you. So for hydrosphere, you have this entire section. So let's go to scroll down, and here is the ocean. This line underline this section, that is why being a blue planet we face shortage of water. The answer is ever, because all waters are not usable to human being. That was above section, above paragraphs. So you get the question here, that despite being a blue planet, we face a shortage of water. Underline this section and make sure you separately practice these questions, and the answer is that this section, like more than 97% of the earth water is found in the ocean and is too salty for human use. A large portion of the rest of the water is in the form of ice sheets and glaciers or under the ground. and a very small percentage is available as fresh water for human use. So this section is the answer for the questions. Being a blue planet, we face the shortage of water. Now comes for the oceans. Again, ocean is a major parts of hydrosphere and they are all interconnected. So the three chief movement of ocean water are waves, tide and ocean current. Underline these things. G, what is this? That is the chief movement of ocean waters are waves, tides, and the ocean currents. And the five major ocean, name of the five major ocean. Make sure you practice the spelling of all this ocean. And see the deepest part of the earth, Mariana Trench, is underlined. That is the deepest part of the earth lies in the Pacific Oceans, and that is the Mariana Trench. And the Pacific Ocean is almost circular in shape. So all these lines are very important. That is a three chief movement of ocean water, name of the oceans, and what is the largest ocean, and what is the deepest part of the earth, and in which ocean it lies. You can get which oceans you find Mariana Trench. You have to right answer. That is, it is in the Pacific Oceans. See here you can get the shape of different ocean. That is the second largest ocean is Atlantic Ocean and it is the S shaped. So it's spread from the flanked by the North and South America on the western sides and Europe and Africa on the eastern sides. See, and the coastlines of Atlantic Ocean is highly indented, and this irregular or indented coastline provides ideal location for natural harbor and ports. So from the point of view of the commerce, it is the busiest ocean. So what is the busiest ocean and why it is the busiest ocean? So you have this answer. Underline all these sections and the Arctic oceans, that is the North Pole and the Bering Strait, shallow water known as Bering Strait. Underline that is the connected with the Arctic oceans, Arctic Circle, and surrounds the North Pole. It is connected with the Pacific Ocean by a narrow stretch of shallow water known as Bering Strait, and it is bound by northern coasts of Northern America and Eurasia. So you got two strait. One is that is India Sri Lanka and another is here. So underline this. Underline this section. What is strait? You got India Sri Lanka strait and this is the Bering Strait. Let's come to the layers of atmosphere, or what do you mean by atmosphere? The earth is surrounded by a layer of gas called atmosphere, and this thin blanket of air is an integral and important aspect of the planets, and it provides us with the air we breathe and protect us from the harmful effects of sun rays. If you got the answer, that is what is atmosphere, it is your answer. The first paragraph will be your answer, and you can add like this, that the atmosphere extends up to the height of 1600 kilometers. So now this is the how atmosphere are the layers of atmosphere. The atmosphere is divided into five layers based on the composition, temperature, and other properties. So how we divide atmosphere? So divide atmosphere into five layers based on composition, temperature, and other properties. So that is troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere. Make sure you understand that is the layer starting from the earth's surface. So not from above. So line by line you have to write. That is from here you have to write troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere. By the picture you can understand that in the troposphere you have paragliding and aeroplane, stratosphere, you all get. So understand where we see this, where we find this. So here is the answer, where we find the jet, where we find the rockets, where we find the spaceship. So this is your answer. So make sure you study the layers of atmosphere. Okay, and the atmosphere is composed mainly of nitrogen, oxygen, which make up about 99% of the clean dry air. So percentage of the gases are also very important as for your MCQs, for filling the blanks, for everything. And oxygen is the life, while nitrogen helps in the growth of living organisms. So oxygen and nitrogen both are very important. Carbon dioxide is present in minute amount, but it important as it absorbs heat radiated by the earth, thereby keeping the planet warm. So it is also essential for the growth of the plant. Why carbon dioxide or all the gases present in the atmosphere are important to us? It will be your question. So make sure you understand that, and your answer will be start like that. Why oxygens we need for breathe, and nitrogen for the growth of living organism, and for carbon dioxide it absorbs the heat and keep the earth warm. Underline this paragraph, it's very important for your exam. So see here, you can see, you can get a photos like this and see what is the problem he faced. You can see the photo and you can ask the ask my teacher, that is what is the problem. So the problem with the climber experience problem of breathing due to the decrease in the density of air. They have to carry with them the oxygen cylinder to be able to breathe at the high altitudes, and the temperature also decreases as we go upwards, and the temperature exerts pressure on the earth and the varies from place to place. So some areas experience high pressure and some areas low pressure, and air moves from high pressure to low pressure. Underline specially this line, that is air moves from high pressure to low pressure, and moving air is known as wind. So what is wind? Moving air is known as wind. So you can get this picture and you can ask the explain the picture. So what is your answer? Your answer will be this. That is the climber experience problem in breathing due to this decrease. Okay, this paragraph is your answer. Next is the biosphere. Biosphere normally get as a short note, but what is the biosphere? The biosphere is the narrow zone of contact between the land, water, and the air, and it is zone that life that is unique in this planet exists, and there are several species of organisms that may vary in the size from microbes and bacteria to huge mammals. All the living organisms, including humans, are linked to each other and the biosphere for the survival. So here it's a biosphere mainly come for short note, or what is biosphere you can get, and for MCQ you have so many questions. And see here you get the surface is changed, the natural calamities due to earthquakes. So it's changed or not. The three domains of earth interact with each other and affect each other in some way. Explain the term. So here is the answer. Please, you can get the three domains of the earth interact with each other and affect each other in some way or others. For example, cutting of forest for fulfilling our needs of food or clearing. So why it's changed? And similarly, Earth's surface may be changed due to the natural calamities like earthquake and tsunamis, and parts of Andaman Nicobar Island were submerged under. The question says explain the sentence, that is the three domains of the earth interact with each other and affect each other in some way. Explain the term or explain the sentence. So your answer will be this. And now finally it's come, that is what do you mean by the global warming and why it is caused. So you can get a 2 mark question from this, that is what do you mean by the term global warming. That is the emission from industry, thermal power plants, vehicles pollute the air. Carbon dioxide is an important gas, but increase in amount of CO2 leads to the increase of global temperature, and this is termed as global warming. So there is thus a need to limit the use of resources of the earth to maintain the balance of nature between the domains of earth, the lithosphere, atmosphere, and the hydrosphere. So what is global warming? So here is the answer you can get, that is this is global warming. So everyone, please make sure you practice all the questions for your MCQs and all, along with all the exercise question. Make sure you understand the picture, practice the spellings of all things, and here I attached a PDF file along with this for some questions, and gradually after the end of the geography sections I will upload some fill in the blanks, some MCQ, some true or false for your practice. So thank you for today and hope you like my presentation. If you like, share your comments and subscribe my channel. Thank you.